Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we're going to be talking about the new High Republic VR game that was just announced. If you guys want to see daily Star Wars videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Sorry I haven't put out a video in the past 2 days. I have been feeling a little sick. My throat has been scratchy. I just didn't really want to put out a video with my voice sounding like that. So hopefully it sounds better. I sound normal to myself at least. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So we knew when Project Luminous came out that we got a High Republic book and comic books that are going to be coming soon, and that they were going to be making a movie in 2022. And in between that time period, from now to 2022, we were going to get more books, comics, and video games. And it looks like we do have the first High Republic video game that we know about that's in the works right now. So we don't really know much about it, but I kind of want to go into a little bit more like a speculation, see what we could get and what I would like to see. So this is going to be a VR video game. I imagine you guys know what VR is, whether it be the Oculus Rift or the PlayStation VR, the Rift. There's plenty of other things out there that you can use VR with. And I am not necessarily a fan of VR. I have played it before. I got into it for about a week, and it just really hurt my eyes, hurt my head. I couldn't get into it as much as I'd like. So I'm hoping with the PS5 and the next generation of consoles that they will have and bring a better experience with the VR gaming. And that obviously ties into, giving us more Star Wars, because I wanted to play Vader Immortal so bad, which is the other VR video or Star Wars video game that they made a few years ago. And it wasn't necessarily a game, more of like an interactive story. But you could still, have your two controllers in your hand and kind of fight like a lightsaber. If you guys have seen the video game Beat Saber, I enjoyed that when I had my VR. It was one of my favorite games to play. And I think this is where they're heading. They're going to try and make more interactive stories and kind of immerse us into this world, because VR is an amazing thing. If you guys have seen the anime Sword Art Online, it's one of my favorite animes of all time. And they go full dive into it. All their nerves are hooked up to this machine, and they're like fully immersed into it, and it's amazing. Now obviously we're not there yet, and we probably won't be there for a very, very long time, probably not in our lifetimes. But from what we have here moving forward, I think VR can really bring a new aspect to Star Wars that we don't have. We'll get to actually lightsaber fight in game, kind of be inside of that game element, that story mode that we don't have. It's usually just sit down, play with a controller, and that's that. With this, it's going to be a lot different. We don't know anything about this era, right? So if they immerse us into a world that is completely new, and we don't really have any expectations or prior knowledge to what's going on, other than I guess we will get the books before it, but it's going to be completely something new. If they drop this into Vader Immortal, we know Vader, right? We can go and have a little bit of background on Mustafar Vader's castle. It was cool to see that. If you guys haven't watched it, you don't have to play it. You can just watch someone else play it. It's actually very interesting and gives us new light to Vader. It brings just a little bit more different aspect to seeing him, how he is in his castle. It's very interesting, and I think that's what they're going to try and do here, is kind of put a different spin on the stories that we're getting, kind of do it as a different point of view from the character that we might not see it. So whether it be an outside third person, or we'll actually get to be physically, if they made a game about Vader and they put us into Vader's head, I think that'd be very interesting. So with the High Republic, are we going to be in a third person view with maybe our own character, or are we going to follow the events of one of the Jedi Masters? So it'll be very interesting to see how it goes. I don't think they'll be able to do a fully realistic story with it. They tried to make it with Skyrim, and like I said, guys, with VR, it's very difficult to kind of find that balance. I could not play Skyrim. It felt very clunky, weird, and it hurt my eyes. So I wonder how much they're going to push the envelope here and really try and make this a video game or an interactive story. And honestly, guys, I would rather it be an interactive story with gameplay elements mixed into the game. I feel like they need to focus more on their other games, Fallen Order 2, there's a Project Maverick game, we don't know anything about that, just a Project Maverick video game for Star Wars that was just leaked. And then they're also working on a smaller project as well. So they should focus on gameplay elements and driving hardcore fans over there and make this more of an interactive story. I would like to see that. I feel like there's a lot that can be done with VR, and PlayStation, Sony is upping their technology. They're trying to make everything better with this next gen, and they say it's going to be significantly better. So if it does get to that point to where I can actually use it without it hurting my head, hurting my eyes, and it doesn't feel clunky and weird, then I'll be able to get this and actually try it out for myself. I would love to be immersed into the world of the High Republic and Star Wars in general. You know, I love playing Star Wars games, whether it be Fallen Order, Knights of the Old Republic. I loved the Knights of the Old Republic MMO. I played that for, you know, a month. It was pretty fun. I just love Star Wars in general. I love the world. So being immersed into it, into an actual VR game, would be really cool. So what I want you guys to do is let me know, have you ever played VR before, whether it be on the PC or PS4? I'm curious to know, because I feel like a lot of people actually don't play VR, and it is expensive to get into. You know, it's like $200-300 just for the VR headset, and then you also have to get the PlayStation, and if you're going the PC route, that's way more expensive. So I don't know, I'm curious to see if you guys are excited for this, don't really care about it. I'm really in between. Like, I don't really care as much because I don't like VR, but if PlayStation 5 does increase the technologies to where I can actually use it, and makes it better for me to, you know, be immersed in this world and not feel like, oh, I'm in a story. Like, I want to be in the VR. Like, I want to know, like, oh my god, I'm in this, I'm living this, instead of like, oh man, okay, this is kind of cool. Like, I want it to be something special in order for me to use it. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. We'll probably make another Star Wars video game video tomorrow as well. I have like a few more video game videos I want to get into, and I actually want you guys to let me know as well, would you be interested in watching me play video games on live stream? So I've been thinking about this for a while now, and I probably won't do it until I actually move out into my an actual house and have my own studio and an actual backdrop and all that. So I'm just trying to like gauge your guys' opinion right now. Would you guys like to see live stream of Star Wars video games? I feel like it'd be a great way to kind of interact with you guys while just chilling and playing some games, and being able to, you know, comment or chat with you guys in the comment section, in the chat box, whatever, and just have a fun time, you know, just be a live action thing instead of, you know, me getting back to you in the comments. Like, I'll actually get to have a conversation with you. So let me know what you guys think about that. I would love to hear your thoughts. And of course, if you did enjoy the video, if you could go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me, guys. And if you want to see daily Star Wars content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, guys. Thank you for everything. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.